What's happening, family, man? It's your boy Trap Vision 3D, man, and you made it to another episode of The Lifestyle. Before we get started, I just want to thank everybody that participated in the live that we had Sunday. You guys are awesome, man, and everybody's been watching up to this point. We've yet, in the 3.5 years I've been doing this, we've yet to have a live one. When we closed out, we had well over 100 people participate or watch what was going on, and I respect and enjoy everybody's thought process on that. You know, as far as being a collector is concerned, you know, everybody's going to have their own opinion of what it is to be a watch collector, what you should buy. At the end of the day, it's up to you what you want to collect, and everybody else that has any criticism should not bother you to that point. So that's that. Now, once this fire hit, once this lightning strike hits, y'all, we're going to jump into some pawn shop finds. You know what I'm saying? So pull up a chair, man. Pull out your watches if you got something from the pawn shop, man, at a decent price, man. And let's go through this thing together. Yo, what's going on, family, man? So yes, we in a secret location in Trapville, USA. Welcome to it. What we got here today for you guys, man, two pieces that I found at a pawn shop, right? So we're gonna go through the larger one first. I'm gonna give you a quick description of what it is. So we're talking about this bad boy right here, which is Invicta's bolt Zeus. And how do you know it's a bolt? Look at the actual cabling that goes around the watch. Now, anybody that's been following Invicta for any length of time has seen these watches, and I even had videos saying, you know, is Bolt going to be the leading watch for Invicta? Well, I don't know if that'll ever come true, but I do know that this is a highly sought after watch. It was one of my videos. I talked about this was the #1 watch that I saw on the Lido deck of the cruise. If you ever been on an Invicta cruise, man, there were a number of people with all types of styles on leather straps, man, customized straps. They had the tri-cable like this one. They had the regular cable. They just came out with the character design with the thick 5mm cable. But this one, however, is powered by a TMI VD53, I believe, and pretty accurate watch. Pretty accurate, man, and I have to give it up for the color scheme. I like blue. It's one of my favorite colors, if not the favorite color that I have. But the scheme on it is just, you see how the hands have like a hint of blue on it, like a shimmery type of blue on it. Now it does have a chronograph, which when I got this watch, it was slanted, but it was a quick fix, man. You pull this out to the third position, hold both of these buttons down, and then just set it, you know, actually go around with this one. And then, sorry, I'm outside, and there's flies just bothering me right now. Get out of here. But once I got it set, it was no problem whatsoever. So if you don't pull the crown on this one, you should have a battery life of about 3 to 4 years, 3.5 to 4 years. But I tell you, if you just one of those people that you have a bunch of Invicta pieces and you don't get to this watch, the only thing you would have to set once you pick it back up is the actual date. Other than that, these things are stinking accurate. They're stinking accurate. But let's take a tour around this thing. So whoever designed this, I don't know the whole story behind the design and what team came up with this, but just having those large bolts represented on this watch just kind of breathes this magnitude of massiveness. And this thing is, it's huge, man. It's a 52mm piece. It does have a lot of weight to it. So if you're used to like a regular watch, like let's say 41mm diver or something like that, when you put this on, oh, you're gonna feel the difference. But let's take a tour around the actual bracelet. As you can see, the cabling. So you have a black, blue, and black cable. Same color scheme up here. And on the very back, you don't have a painted or brushed on. Man, that fly just got on me, man. Get off me. You actually have the Invicta bolt You see that represented there, and then around the actual case back, you have the description, you have the water resistancy, the crystal and stuff like that. And this does have a mill clasp in it, right? Simple watch, real simple, massive, but I can tell you this, people love this watch in the Invicta community. Now, this was a pawn shop find that I actually went up to one of the oldest pawn shops in Indiana and found this watch sitting there on the case by itself, waiting for me to get it, and I only paid $90, y'all. $90. Of course, there's tax, and my tax here is not as much as some other states that, you know, I just left Tennessee, which this bad boy came from. And this right here is a specialty, right? Now, before I get into this watch here, this Bolt Zeus, just a few short months ago was $239 on Shop HQ. This, however, which I just got this from Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, this particular watch hasn't been seen in a long time. This actually has a 4-digit model number, so let me show you. So, right there, 6205 is the model number, and you see Swiss made movement on the inside of this thing. Flame fusion crystal, and it gives you a description of everything on there. You see the little crescent moon in there, and it's like crescent moon inside of the moon or the sun, which makes it special. But the most special thing about this watch is, if you're like me and any other collector, if you follow Invicta, you can easily go and spend $150 to, I say, $300 on some of the new stuff that they have, and to each his own. However, I'm finding it's fun trying to find some of that old Invicta heritage, you know, like what was on the designer's mind when he made these, you know, with all these bolts and screws everywhere, this futuristic design. I don't even know how old this watch is. And as you can see on there, man, the chronograph is in perfect working order if you want to see. So check that out. Boom. 30-minute counter over there at the 9 o'clock. And now I'll tell you, this right here is actually a 1/10 of a second scale, but it's like, yo, it's not moving. So you hit that and it shows you where it is. So that's old school Invicta, right? And then you just boom, hit that and they both 0. I actually had to reset both of those because it was actually bumped out of position just like that one. And here's another cool feature, bidirectional bezel inside. Oh yeah, that thing works, perfect working order, decent water resistance, and it's not a screw down crown, but it has a push pull. And I just like the fact that, you know, they went through so much, you know what I'm saying, as far as like getting these designs and stuff like that. Again, I don't know what was on their mind when they made this watch, but you could tell there was a lot. They wanted a lot of attention on this piece. So you have the stainless steel and gold mixture, and then you have those are like rubber inserts. And it just adds to the flavor. This right here, now I do have a few scratches in the watch, which I'm not buffing out because it just adds to the character, and you can see that there's one right there. It has like this this texture on it, and then it kind of smooths out right there, if you can see on the bezel. But I was more excited that this is an older piece you can't find anymore. You can still find the information, which I'll leave the information in the description down there on both of these pieces. But between the both of these, with tax included, I walked out of the pawn shop, both pawn shops, $200. So that's my story about my pawn shop finds, man. If you got one, let me know. Family, that was just the Invicta side of the house, right? This is going to be a continuing thing, man. And I know my man DK, we talked about this, but I'm going to be going out to pawn shops to see what type of heat I can find for under a certain price point. I'm not trying to spend a whole bunch of money. We're in a recession. You know, if I got some extra coins for some watches, I'll do that. But in the meantime, if you have a pawn shop story or something like that, or even a rummage sale, or what's that other one? Flea markets and stuff like that. Let me know what you got. What have you found? Something that's impressive, man. Something that we haven't seen before. I would love to have you on, or you show me pictures. You can send me pictures of it, and I could talk about it in the upcoming show. But this is going to be a continuing thing, right? And if you want to see something, you have any suggestions or recommendations for the show, please leave it down there. Please leave it down there, man. Yeah, my man Invicta Mike, he gave us a description of a show we want to do, and that we're going to do. And it's like the watches that you bought, like as far as Invicta, the watches that you bought that you really don't like. You like, why did I buy this? We're going to have that. You know what I'm saying? That's an upcoming show. So with that being said, family, again, thank you all for supporting the channel. Thank you to my members that you help and you're helping other people. If you want to know more about that, we'll talk about that in the upcoming video. I will be going deep into that. But until the next lightning strike, family, man, y'all be blessed.